What's going on, guys? My name is Oreotoken, and today we're going to be talking about the TWAB, the June 4th TWAB. Oh man, let's get started. So first off, if you guys are in America and you're not quite sure what's going on right now, there is a tremendous amount of protesting going on for what's going on in America right now, all across the world too, honestly. And Bungie decides to come up with a statement basically saying, Black Lives Matter. If we are supporting them, and if you guys also would like to as well, here are the links. This is what you can do to help support. So that's definitely something that I want to throw out there. That's first and foremost in Bungie's TWAB. That's first and foremost for here too. Second, just because supporting does not end with a single statement or action, we continue to use our games as a shared voice to make the world a better place. We hope you'll join in supporting these efforts by visiting the following resources noted above, and more by getting directly involved. So definitely do that. Second, June is Pride Month, so this is another one they're putting out there. Please take a look at this. They said it's Pride Month. They have now a couple of things that they've released is they have new banners and in the store and emblems. So definitely go take a look at that. Those look actually pretty sick. Not gonna lie. So go buy them, support. Definitely do that. That's first and foremost in the stream. Now let's get into the meat of the stream. So first off, let's start with what happened these past couple days. So it says, within Destiny, you may have been watching the approach of the Almighty. Well, it's kind of approach, but I mean, other than last week and this week, we haven't heard anything about it. So maybe, kind of. You're itching to see the conclusion of the season, but you're also starting to hear whispers of what's coming next. Join us on Tuesday, June 9th at 9 a.m. Pacific time to learn about the future of Destiny 2. So that is something I will be watching for sure 9 a.m. Pacific time when it comes out. So what we'll do is we will then go into, if you guys seen this, let's take a look at this right here. Let's see if we can play it. Oh no, did they take it down? I think they took it down. Uh-oh. Well, basically they put a reveal stream out for a teaser for the Drifter. So he is flying into this new planet, most likely speculated as Europa. It's not a planet, sorry, it's a moon of Jupiter. Also, Eris is also there as well. So it's very interesting seeing two Darkness characters showing up on Europa. So that's kind of interesting. And I say see you soon. So definitely next Tuesday we'll see that. So let's look at the patch notes. The juicy patch notes. This is where it's all coming down. So Destiny 2 Update 2.9.0 will become available next week, meaning we have a pile of patch notes to get through, so let's take a quick moment to get through the changes. Eververse. Wow, they started with Eververse. Whoa, they must have some really big information there. All right, a few TWABs back, we talked about the future of Eververse. We had and how we're making changes to some reward structures to better balance gameplay rewards with Eververse content. Season of Redacted will contain a few introductory changes, with more ships coming through Season 12. The following changes will become available next week. So next season, Season 11, these are the changes that are going to happen. Change number 1, Legendary Armor Ornaments. As noted in previous TWAB, we have shifted Season 11 Armor Ornament offerings to be a gameplay reward for aspirational content. Gotcha. So basically all the rewards you're getting right now on your weapons that you can get from Eververse, you can get in the game. I like that. They didn't explain exactly how they're going to do it, but it's going to happen. The Season of Opulence Intrepid ornament sets are returning to the storefront. Honestly, for me, if the Almighty happened to blow up in space and takes out a little bit of Eververse, I don't think the community's going to mind. I mean, I don't mind. Just throwing that out there. But I do like the change. They're bringing ornaments in to the gameplay. That is a huge amount of material that they can put in there for people to earn. So I like that. Season Pass. Add additional 2,300 Bright Dust for the Season Pass. Okay, more ways to get Bright Dust. Good. Bright Dust purchases. Added a Flare section for features, shaders, and spawn effects. Okay. I like it. Pretty good. Next thing is highly requested items from previous seasons will once again be available. We're looking to you, Wishes of Sorrow. Interesting. So they're going to put some random stuff in there that we really wanted to come back. So definitely save up your Bright Dust, save up what you got, and let's wait for next season to see what we have just to round out the season. That makes sense. At the end of the season, they put everything in there that you really wanted it so you can come get it. Makes sense. We will once again communicate Season 11 silver-only items at the beginning of the season. See, that's very good. They've actually are saying exactly what they're going to do and up front so we know. All right, so the next thing is Sandbox, the all-important Sandbox. Oh, no. Whoa. Okay, wow. The Powerful Friends armor mod will no longer stack. So if you guys have Powerful Friends and you're listening to it today, June 4th. Whoops. June 4th. Go play with it now in its prime. Holy cow. Jeez, that's going to mess up a lot of the mods. Oh, man. Okay. If multiple copies of this mod are equipped, the mods will provide no bonus stat. Okay. Gotcha. Developer commentary. The only solar seasonal mods are intended to stack. No part of Arc mods are intended to have stacking functionality. Okay, so that's inside of what they wanted. Powerful Friends granted plus 20 mobility, which players could leverage to get 3 stat columns to max 100 points. The mod is not priced sufficiently to justify its benefits, and increasing its cost would have adverse effects on primary benefit usage. Wow. So basically, we've been cheating the system this entire time, been able to get 100 stats on mobility, recovery, and resilience. You know what? That's kind of tough because I think that was something people grinded for. They aspired to get to it, so I'm not sure if I like that. But at the same time, I understand they want to use that as balancing, and if they changed what it was worth, they would throw up everybody's loadouts, and then you're running stats versus, targeting or dexterity mods. I get that, but I don't know. I think the 3 stacks of 100 were kind of what people wanted, so I don't know how I like that. Season 11 introduces a new Arc mod, granting a similar stat bonus to Strength and will not stack. Okay, so basically Powerful Friends for Strength. Okay, interesting. We could do some melee builds for Titan. I can see that coming. Arc Titan. Okay. Oh no, Shoulder Charge? Oh goodness, no. Okay. Alright, we're good. Enhanced Auto Rifle Loader. Enhanced Fusion Rifle Loader and Enhanced Bow Loader armor mods will now have a chance to drop from Pinnacle mod sources. Okay, interesting. I like that. Adding more ways to get it. Good. Raid rewards. So going back to what Luke Smith talked about in the developers cut, he wanted to say that, before reading this, he says, we want aspirational content to come back into the game. So let's see what they say about raid content. The following raid exotics now have increased drop rates: 1,000 Voices, Anarchy, and Always on Time, which is the exotic sparrow from Secret Chest and Search the Pass. Note, drop chances begin at 10% increase to a max of 50% over 20 clears. So it's kind of the same thing, the percentages increase as you play more, but it's interesting they put 20 clears, so people now know it's 20 clears they need, not anything more, not anything less. So that's really, really, really interesting. Now you're going to see more people actually wanting to go into the raids and get the 1,000 Voices and Anarchy and Always on Time for those completionists, because now they can get it. That's a big thing, or at least they have a better chance of getting it. Honestly, from what I've seen, if you've never stepped foot in a raid and you go into a raid, you're most likely the person who's going to get one of these 3 things. Bungie has a way of doing that where if you've never played a raid or done that, they want to give you good stuff to keep you wanting to play it. Definitely take a look at that. That's very big. Trials rewards. Okay. So next season, this is for Trials. Maybe it's going to be worth... Maybe this is their way of tuning Trials so that we can actually get tokens the way we want to get tokens and not token farm or fix the whole problem with Trials. Let's take a look. Additional Masterwork material rewards now drop at 3, 5, and 7 Trials wins. It's interesting. They didn't say it stacks, so it just as additional Masterwork material rewards. I wonder if it, if you get 1 additional at 3, 3 at 5, and 7 at 7, going when getting 7 wins. They didn't say that though. Added a Trials weekly bounty which unlocks Trials Ingrams on Sate 14. Okay, so back to D1, you have a bounty where you can actually get a weapon or armor. Good. This actually lets people farm for it and get some good stuff. This bounty reward will match the Win 3 milestone reward for the week. Okay, that's interesting. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a week where the Astral Horizons comes out and it's a Win 3 milestone. So all the people who are playing just need to get 3 wins, which makes Win 3 a little sweatier. 3 wins in order to unlock the bounty. Or, sorry, no, it doesn't even say that. It says you just keep playing and you're going to get whatever the 3 wins is. So that keeps people in the playlist when there's good loot on win 3. So that means win 3 is going to be stacked full of loot, probably next season. So if you like the shotgun, if you like the sniper, if you like the scout, the scholar is very, very good. Don't sleep on it, guys. That's a very good weapon. That's going to be really interesting. Okay, I like that. All right, see what they said next. Trials tokens distribution has been rebalanced to focus on 3, 5, and 7 wins of Trials. This includes repeat passages. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Trials tokens are no longer awarded from match completions. Tokens are now granted specifically through wins and bounties. Whoa, so you can't get them unless you win. Wow, that's going to be interesting for people who have really struggled getting a team. I wonder how they're going to like that. And they better balance the amount you're getting from bounties, because there's a lot of people out there who are just playing, they're doing their bounties, they have a tough time winning, but they can't get a lot of tokens. That's interesting. I wonder how that's going to pass over. And last but not least, Passage of Wealth now doubles the bonus token, Trials tokens earned at 3, 5, and 7. Okay. High risk, high reward. I like it. Hope you enjoyed the appetizers. Oh my gosh. A full course and more coming June 9th. Well, of course, that makes sense. It's coming up when the season drops. So they're going to have a huge thing coming up. All right. The moment of truth. What we've all been waiting for. Controller changes. We're going to go into depth about this because I play Bumper Jumper. A lot of people I know play Bumper Jumper. So let's get into this. So, mixing a green thumb with a Bumper Jumper. So you've heard you like patch note previews. They're short, sweet, and on the point. And to the point. Ooh, we can't read today. This topic, though, needs a bit more time to get through, so today, staff designer Lisa Brown takes center stage to walk us through the upcoming controller remapping features that the team has been working on. I already love you, Lisa. Just throwing that out there. You're the best. Already. All right, what's Lisa got for us? Greetings, Guardians. I'm Lisa, a staff designer for the Sandbox here on Team Bungie, and I'm going to give an overview of the controller remapping feature for gameplay actions that will be coming to Destiny 2 for the season of Redacted. All right. Although we have controller presets in Destiny, there aren't enough to meet basic accessibility guidelines for the motor controls and mobilities. We've been working on some amazing accessibility consultants, as listed here, to create support remapping for the controller. Here is the overview. Let's take a look at the overview. All right. So, we have, for button layouts, players can create a custom controller layout by going to the controller section in the settings and choosing custom. Wow. So this is basically like PC where you can choose your buttons. That's beautiful. Once on the screen, you'll be able to customize mapping for gameplay actions on your character in vehicles and in general settings like emotes and interacting with prompts. Okay. So this will be really awesome to do some guides out there on what button layouts everybody is using. That is nice. I love this. Also, it will help people understand, how much a controller layout really affects your gameplay. It really does once you get used to it. If you're like me and you typically use a preset other than default, you can use the reset button from those presets. Okay, perfect. So if I want to reset Bumper Jumper to Bumper Jumper, which I play normally, I can hit the reset button and go back to default and then change things on the fly. Perfect. I read that already. To rebind a button, select the button mapping next to the action you want, and the next screen will allow you to input the button you want to remap. Perfect. That's what we want. Verbs. One of the challenges with the controller remapping in Destiny is that we have a lot of player verbs. Think of verbs as actions: throwing grenades, triggering your super, jumping, sprinting, sliding, etc. With PC remapping, there's a whole keyboard at your disposal to map buttons. On the controller, though, there's only so many buttons, and we have many more verbs than buttons. So, what they've done to fix this is doing different types of inputs. The 3 types that are supported is a press, normal button press, a long press. Interesting. That would be interesting to see what the time difference is on the press and long press. Long press, which means you hold down the button to initiate that action. So casting a barricade or rift as a Titan or Warlock. Okay. And double pressing, which double pressing twice in succession will then let you do it like dodging. So I like that because my problem is a lot of times when I'm wanting to slide, I'll hold the button too long and I'll throw my shield up as a Titan. Or I'll put my rift down as a Warlock. So if I can make everything double press, like if I'm slotting double press, that would be very interesting to see what happens. I like that a lot. As example, some of our exotic weapons, like Borealis, Symmetry, wow, thank you, Hardlight, etc., have alternate weapon actions, which typically have been activated by holding the reload button. Now we can map this to something else, like double-clicking X, and oh my goodness, in Symmetry firing, you could do something else. Wow, wow, that's huge. If you're a controller player, this is massive, massive. Oh my goodness. Okay. For the double press input type, you can also increase the amount of time between... What? You can increase the amount of time between the button presses to register. Okay. Wow. So in just in case you spam something, you can make it so it doesn't do that. Chord support. In addition to mapping actions to an individual button, we also support mapping to chords, meaning 2 buttons pressed simultaneously in the default layout of Destiny, pressing left and right bumpers together, execute your super, an example of a chord. Wow, okay, cool. So you can put 2 buttons together and do something. Alright, so that really increases the options you can do there. I'm not going to go through those because the list is endless at that point. Alright, constraints and caveats. Although this feature is a step towards greater mobility access in Destiny, it is still limited in what you can do. For example, the controller remapping feature is limited to gameplay actions, not UI input or menu navigation. Okay, so I can't double click a button to pull up my menu. Gotcha. 1 motor accessibility change are inputs that require the player to hold down a button. You have options to switch between hold and toggle for some of our actions. Beautiful. Beautiful. Toggle when crouching is also beautiful. That's great. But we're not able to address all cases like weapon firing, class jump abilities, charging grenades, bow draw, etc. Okay, bow draw would be interesting too if we could have that. We opted for flexibility in allowing players to map any action to any button and input combination. But that flexibility means there are some combinations that give unexpected results for players. Oh no, the bugs that are about to come from this? Y'all, if I know one thing about Bungie in this past season, there were bugs everywhere. I'm just imagining you're trying to throw your do your super and then all of a sudden you put a shield up. The rage that will happen. This will be so funny to watch. That's an example. There's no individualized error verification on these cases. That's fair. This update was just focused on controller remapping, so there are some mappable options that appear here that are not yet available for keyboard remapping. Oh, for example, individual mappings of different class abilities and some Warlock abilities like Phoenix Dive or Icarus Dash. Okay, so if I want to Icarus Dash, instead of double-clicking B, I could just hold it and it'll do it. Or circle, I'm sorry, whatever you use. Xbox or PlayStation controller. Our chord support is for simultaneous press of 2 buttons only. It does not detect if you press 1 button, hold it down, then press the other. So they have to be done at the same time. We'll see what they let the same time sound like, so that'd be very interesting to see what they do there. Unlike our presets, there are no dynamic controller preview images for this custom layout. That is completely fine. And so they're going to go through examples there. That's completely fine. We'll skip through that. All right. Important stuff right now. The last things that you can get right now is listed here. So first thing, last things you can get is Season Pass of Season of the Worthy and their bonuses. That's going away. The seal and the title are going away. Almighty title must be claimed and equipped. Okay, and equipped. Very important. All the bunkers are going away. Seasonal artifacts going away. The Sea Republic event is going away. Well, thank goodness. Sorry. And the Fourth Horseman and Fellwinter quest is going away. That means they'll drop it later on, but it's going away. Remember that. A full list is here we can take a look at. And then, right now, if you go back on the app, you can pull Season of Dawn in for stuff. So that's going away too. Time-wise, here's the interesting things that are coming up. 9 a.m., maintenance begins. 9:45, offline. 10 a.m., update gets rolled out. 10:01 is back online for all platforms. 2 p.m., maintenance concludes. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like maintenance is going to conclude at 2 p.m. Pacific. So 5 p.m. Eastern for us over here on the Eastern Coast. Problems left over. Polaris lands perfect fifth explosive shot no longer being canceled by a subsequent shot. Okay. Oh, sorry. Upcoming resolved issues. Oops. So that will be fixed. Good, good, good. Dune Marcher's linear actuators perk will now work after triggering or yellow bar enemies. Good. Players on Steam will no longer have FPS lock to 30 FPS when relaunching the game. That's really sad. Online players and clans will no longer have their names set to offline. Good, thank you. Warlock Celestial Fire May ability will now trigger when Winter's Guile Warlock Sigil perk. Okay, gotcha. Some known issues. If the worms used in the Broodhold strike despawns, players will need to kill remaining worm knights and place any remaining worm for another worm knight to spawn. Gosh, just gotta kill them all to do that. So yeah, that's one they have left up. But yeah, that is the TWAB, guys. This was a jam-packed TWAB. Lots going on. That's insane. Well, if you have any comments about the TWAB, please post them below. I think that's a lot of changes coming up. There's a couple things in there I'm not really sure of, you know, about the trials tokens rebalancing, but they're being upfront with us and telling us what's going on. It's gonna be very interesting to see what next week's patch notes are gonna be when the new season drops. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool to see. Looking forward to it. Really excited. Super pumped for the next season, guys. I'm looking forward to it. We're so close. So freaking close. I'm so excited. But yeah, that's all I've got today. Once again, my name is Oreotoken. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked what you heard here, hit that like button. And also, if you really liked what you have heard here and like to see some more content, please hit that subscribe button. I stream on Twitch basically every day during the week, Monday through Thursday, and sometimes Friday, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. So please take a stop by. I'll post that in the comments. And once again, I'm Oreotoken. Hope you enjoy the TWAB. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.